Oh boy, hello everybody. Hello and welcome to the stream. Oh, I just getting tired of saying this, but sorry again everyone that I'm late today. Obviously again, I would love to have been on time, but it seems like every single day now, whenever I get around to starting to try to do some gameplay for you, here live on stream, I get nothing but issue after issue after issue after issue. And I'm getting tired of it. I'm being honest with you. Like, it's one thing if it happens once. It's one thing if it happens twice. This is 3 days in a row where I've had nothing but problems. Crashing computers that won't start. HDCP bypass systems for the PS3 that just stop working out of nowhere and won't work again. And now today we have problems with OBS where I couldn't get the damn thing to work. It would start to stream, but would not actually stream anything. It would think it was streaming, but wasn't. And then when I tried to stop it from streaming, it would crash completely. No explanation whatsoever. Why that happened, what was going wrong. I couldn't figure it out. Finally, I said, I'm going to do the dumbest thing, which shouldn't work, but knowing PCs, I'll just do it and see if it works, and it does. Restarting the computer fixed the problem, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Literally zero, any kind of know-how, sense, or anything logic behind that. It just worked for no reason. And that's what frustrates me about PCs so much. And, you know, this is coming from a guy who back in the early 2000s to mid-2000s built PCs as a hobby, had a network of gaming PCs running in his parents' house where I used to have a LAN where we would play Unreal Tournament, me and my friends, and I used to enjoy it. And then it got to a point where it's so fucking wonky. There's so many things that could go wrong with PCs that I just started to hate them. Because unlike back then when I was doing it for fun, all of a sudden I was using PCs for more serious stuff, and, you know, it never fails. What the fuck was causing OBS to not work? I don't know. Why would restarting the PC fix the OBS problem? And the thing that frustrates me the most out of it is because I don't know what the problem was. There's nothing to stop it from happening again. And that's what's the most frustrating thing about PC. Sometimes just by fucking around you can get stuff to fix itself, but if you can't target what the problem was, there's nothing to stop it from replicating and happening again and again and again, and you never actually getting to the root cause of the problem. Ooh, and it really does piss me off, and I'm sorry to everyone that I'm late. But I want to tell you this, I've already talked to Leanna about it. We're going to eat dinner later today, and I'm going to go extra. Normally we end the stream around 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is about 3 hours from now. We're going overtime today. We're going to be going into 4:30, 5 o'clock at least. So we're probably going about an extra hour on the stream today because of all the problems. You know, I love playing Street Fighter. As frustrating as it is with the online laggy gameplay, I do enjoy the game. This is actually a fun time for me, and I'm not going to have an hour taken away because of bullshit technical difficulties. This PC can suck my dick. It's going to fucking work. So, all that being said, I'm going to try to calm down here. And we're going to get started with Ultra Street Fighter 4 on stream. This is the first time I'm playing Street Fighter in 2 weeks. Last week we had a bye week where I didn't do it because we were so busy with new releases and things that I was playing that I didn't have the opportunity to do so. So now we're returning back to our, hopefully, weekly Street Fighter schedule on Sundays, okay? Next week it just so happens that I actually have to make another pot of Italian sauce. So next week will be a saucy Sunday, which only means basically that I need to take a break every 20 minutes or so to go stir the sauce. It really doesn't affect the Street Fighter too much or change the gameplay that much, right? But it is cool to say that, it's a saucy Sunday, and it's cool that I am able to cook something that's pretty significantly complex and delicious. So that's next week. But this week, we're going to be doing, as I said, about 4 hours of Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the stream. We're going to be playing with 2 different characters, as always, okay? And this week, I unfortunately forgot to post the poll on Twitter yesterday during the day like I usually do, and that's my fault. I got caught up with a bunch of other stuff going on and ended up forgetting about it. So, I did post it up late, and people basically voted overnight for who they wanted to see. Who was it that I was going to be playing today on stream? And two characters pretty much won the vote. One character actually has been one that people have been requesting for a while, and I decided finally I was going to check that character out. The other one is actually a character that I was surprised that a lot of people voted for, but was a character that I was looking forward to trying in this version of Street Fighter 4 from the get-go anyway. And now it's finally my opportunity to do so. Okay? So, that being said, we are going to be doing a first set of matches against people online with one character. See how I do overall with the wins and losses there, and then we're going to switch over to a different character, which we will try as well, and see how it goes. I'm interested and excited. However, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to, for one of these characters, actually look some stuff up, because I believe this character had some changes in this version of the game that I wanted to research, and I didn't have a chance because I was going to do that probably about 15 minutes before the stream, and I couldn't get the fucking stream to work. So instead of me having a chance to look it up and prepare a little bit, instead I basically had to waste my time trying to get the stupid PC working and didn't have the opportunity to do so. For some of you, hopefully you know this character and you know some of the changes and things about this character, and you'll be able to maybe give me some advice in the stream chat as I'm playing and trying to figure it out. But anyway, yeah, that's how it's going to go. That's going to be our stream for today, and I thank you for joining me. I know that we had the bye week, and that was disappointing for a lot of people, but I'm back, and we're going to consistently start doing this weekly. Only another session or two, I would say, and I think I'm done trying out characters, and what I mean by that is I think I've played with enough characters at this point that I know the ones that I'm good with and the ones that I'm not. For example, I'd probably say Zangief, Rolento, Blanca. More recently, I did actually really like Rose and Bison, although I think that I need to play a lot more with them to do better. But I think both of them are probably going to be some staples. And possibly Gouken. I think those characters will be the characters that I stick with moving forward. And actually continue to play with, because I did pretty decently with them. Okay? And today, hopefully, maybe we'll get 1 to 2 more characters, and probably, I'd say, one more session. And after maybe one more session-ish, we will say, okay, I've tried enough characters, it's time to just start playing with them, you know, consistently, rather than me trying a new character every week, which is what I've been doing. So, we'll see what happens with that. And hopefully within a couple weeks here, my Street Fighter Sundays will evolve from me trying new characters to playing the same characters and hopefully getting better with those characters, right? Okay, whew. So I'm starting to relax a little bit more. I apologize. I'm so frustrated with all these technical issues these past couple of days. It's really driving me bonkers. And I am stressed out because of it. And I shouldn't be. You know, I shouldn't have to be stressed out. I'm trying to play games and have fun and share that with you guys. Instead, I got to sit here all fucking stressed because my equipment won't work for absolutely no reason. Thank God that this is happening not during, like, the day of a brand new huge release that people want to see right away, right? Speaking of which, this week we got Destiny. And it's funny because I'm thinking that some people are like really super hyped about Destiny and others are like so down on it. And I'm kind of middle of the road. I think I'm one of the few people that is middle of the road on the game. I wasn't blown away by it when I played the alpha and the beta, but I wasn't disappointed. I thought it was okay. And I'm actually looking forward to see the full campaign of the game, what they do with it and how much content is in it. And also the fact that this week I will be teaming up with random people. On PlayStation 4, I will be accepting random people into my games for the co-op-based missions, so that we can actually, you know, flesh out the game and see how it goes. And I'm going to be playing that pretty much all week. So anyone who's interested, check out whenever I'm on stream, and there's a chance that you could jump on PS4 and join my game. Keep in mind that I am going to be trying to do some variety, and I don't want the same people every single session. But I will be looking for people who are reliable and who actually are interested in playing through it for a while, not just to jump in for 5 minutes and then drop. Okay? So I'm pretty, I'm interested to see what happens with the game, It's funny, though, what I've found, this is pretty funny. So since I moved to the state of Washington, if you guys remember, I was worried that, gee, maybe they're not going to do midnight releases for some of the games that I'm really interested in and maybe want to play a midnight release overnight kind of deal, like I did with Watch Dogs recently this year. Well, guess what? My local GameStop pretty much does midnight release for everything. They did midnight release for Madden. Yeah, they did a midnight release for Madden. They're doing midnight release for Destiny. I think every week they're doing a midnight release. So if there's a game that's coming up that's like really, really hyped and I'm interested in it, I may get it midnight release. And a few games just off the top of my head that I may be considering doing that for. I'm not 100% saying I'm going to do it, but I am maybe interested in doing that for. Possibly, what is it? Middle-earth Shadows of Mordor? Maybe. Possibly Evil Within. Possibly WWE 2K15. Possibly that week, oh my god, that week with 2 Assassin's Creed games and the Halo Master Chief Collection. And possibly Far Cry 3 and Dragon Age Inquisition. So that's a shitload of games there that all have the possibility of having midnight releases here. And I'm debating possibly playing those at midnight, but I'm not 100% saying that because I don't want to promise you guys something that I'm not going to 100% do. We'll have to see. I'm very, very interested in a lot of those games. Keep in mind that when you if I do a midnight release, what that means is that it's going to affect the next day's stream. That I'll probably be sleeping in and then, having a later stream that next day. That the schedule will be all skewed a little bit because of that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes with these releases, and go with that moving forward. So what else? Tonight, everybody. Since obviously I am going to be eating dinner later tonight, I am doing the weekend preview. Usually I start at around 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, but it may be a little bit late depending on how long it takes for dinner. Okay. Luckily, we're making easy dinner tonight that doesn't take a lot of cooking preparation, so I should be able to get through it quickly. And then we're going to do the weekend preview on stream, and then after the weekend preview, we're going to be doing Tomodachi Life. That's right, the return of our weekly Tomodachi Life gameplay. Second week that I'm doing it on a Sunday. And there's tons to do still in that game that I haven't done, so I think you guys will enjoy it. So come on back and check that out later tonight, okay? Hopefully everything works. That's all I have to say. Hopefully the equipment works. See, at this point, I feel like I can't even promise stuff because 3 days in a row I've had tech issues, and it frustrates the hell out of me, So there you go, Tomodachi Life. And then tomorrow, for those who've been waiting, tomorrow will be Sims 4, probably what's going to be the final major stream that I do of Sims 4 with Hunter Sims, continuing on with him. And then the second stream tomorrow will be Leighton versus Phoenix Wright, okay? And then for the rest of the week, watch the weekend preview tonight. I'll explain how I'm going to cover all the new releases this week in that. So there you have it. So I thank you guys very much for being here on stream. I hope you're ready for some brutal beatdowns and also for me to take some ass whoopings because I usually do take a ton of ass whoopings, okay? And again, 2 characters. We'll be switching about midway through the stream here, probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours into another character. And we're going to go from there. So I thank you guys very much for being here for Street Fighter Sunday. And I say let's get this show on the road. Very good.